when our enemies challenge our country to stand up and fight, they challenge each and every one of us. And each and every one of us has accepted the challenge for himself and for his nation.
Welcome to the Long Island Homefront, an oral history project being conducted by the Long Island Radio and Television Historical Society, the Sayville Historical Society, and the Sayville Public Library. This project looks at the impact of World War II on the people of Long Island through their own words and personal experiences. These are stories that are quickly slipping away, so we wanted to share them with you and to ask for your help. We'll be posting parts of our interviews through the Long Island Radio and Television Historical Society's podcast, The Radio Tower, but we are also looking for people to interview while we still can. If you know of anyone who might like to share their memories of living on Long Island during World War II, go to lirtvhs.org/homefront and fill out the brief Google form, and we'll get right back in touch with you. For this project, we are also partnering with the National Homefront Project out of the Starr Center for the Study of the American Experience at Washington College. You can find more information and a full list of their current partners at nationalhomefrontproject.org. Today we're bringing you a quick story courtesy of Jack Beebe, a native of West Sayville. Jack was a boy during World War II, part of a tight-knit community of Dutch Americans who had long worked the bay for clams and oysters, so they knew the waters like the backs of their hands. This was also a time, especially in the early months of 1942, when German submarines ran virtually unchecked along the east coast of the United States. We'll have links in our show notes with more information, but for now, let's hear from Jack.
West Sayville was not only a clamming industry, but it was a fishing industry. And the fishing boats would go out from West Sayville through the, I guess it would be Jones Beach Inlet, or Fire Island. It would be Fire Island like that. And go out in the ocean, and they'd be gone for maybe 5 days or 6 days or whatever, and so forth and so on. And word got around town that, as it would in any small town or any town, that the fishermen were spotting what appeared to be German submarines in the area close to Long Island and so forth. So the government got interested in this whole situation, and what the government did was they put ship-to-shore radios in almost all of the fishing boats in West Sayville, so that the fishermen could call back if they spotted something, and they became a coastal observing operation for the federal government. The Dutchies weren't stupid people. So they also figured out, well, if the government can hear what's going on, then why don't we get ship-to-shore receivers for our houses? So I remember riding my bicycle up and down Atlantic Avenue, West Sayville, and at certain times during the week, the radios were blasting full blast, because the wives were looking for clues to when the fishing boats were going to come back. There were obviously no ship-to-shore radios for homes, and there were no cell phones or any other communication at that time. So that they would use codes like, Fred, are you over there? And Fred would say, yes, I am. What'd you get? He said, well, I got four nets of such and such fish. Well, the 4 might be a clue to tip off the wife that the boats would due back at 4 o'clock. In West Sayville in the dock. I know my mother used to always say, why must all these radios be blasting? Because it was summertime, and of course, all the windows are open, and all the women working at houses, couldn't sit around the radio, so they cranked them up while they were doing the wash or whatever, and then we'd all get on our bicycles and all, go down and watch the fishing boats come in.
There are many more stories of the home front on Long Island to tell, and we hope that you check back to hear more, and we hope that you reach out to us if you know anyone who might like to share their memories with us. The full recordings of our interviews will be archived at the Sayville Public Library and at Washington College in Maryland. You can keep up with the project at lirtvhs.org/homefront. Our opening music was Little Lily Swing by Tri-Tachyon under a Creative Commons Attribution license. And our opening words were from Franklin Roosevelt's 1942 State of the Union Address. My name is Chris Kretz. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, keep those home fires burning.